This is John Chapman with the 49ers Rush podcast, and you are watching CG Ruthless Sports. Hope you're ready.
What's up, guys? This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest, nothing but being brutally honest, coming at you with another live stream. So, breaking 49ers news via Twitter, according to the athletic reports of Matt Barrows. So, it looks like we just promoted in-house coaching staff to tight ends coach, Brian Fleury or something. I might need to look up to that. But it looks like we just got our new coaching staff on board. So he was a quality control coach. So we had him for a couple of seasons. Now he's moving up to the tight ends coach. Hey, what's up, Mad Dog? What's up with it, bro? Good to see you. But, man, I guess we got the tight ends coach filled in that spot right now. Now we're probably just looking for we're looking for a receivers coach. And we're probably looking for special teams coach at this point. I don't know. Maybe we might just put Anthony Lynn as the offensive coordinator and a run game coordinator at best. But, hey, it's good to get something situated. But that's the update I'm hearing right now. So you guys can give me some good questions about it. But I don't know too much about this Brian Fleury guy. I just know he's been on our coaching staff for a couple of years under Shanahan, so maybe this is a simple transition to go from in-house. But by looking at his background, I think he was a wide receiver or a tight end, if I'm mistaken. So it's pretty intriguing that we moved this guy to a different position. But on the meantime, it's pretty much like an interesting update to look into. So, there's a lot to look forward to, but definitely it's going to be interesting how we're going to do it during this offseason. So we did promote in-house candidate. If anybody wasn't aware of the coaching change, we just got a new tight end. He is going to replace John Avery, who just was let go and went to the Dolphins. So we got his replacement, who was our quality control coach. Now he's going to be our tight ends coach. So let me know what you guys think of this promotion. It's pretty interesting to get a guy. Yep, it's interesting. It sure is. It is. It definitely is. Like the fact that you can just don't even have to go for outside the organization and you just get somebody you're familiar with. But I'm looking into his background. I think he was more of a wide receiver coming out of college or something like that, and he was on the NFL for a little bit. But now he's kind of working his way up to the coaching ranks. So I guess moving up to a position role is a good start for your coaching career. So we'll see how it goes. He should definitely be a really intriguing move. So we got to wait and see what happens. But there's more updates to come. If there's something coming into the hiring, if we're going to get somebody or promote, yeah. Which college? I think he was playing in a smaller college. I had to look into it, but I just looked up his name, and then I saw it on Twitter. I guess a buddy of mine who was showing me, and I went towards Twitter, and I guess from Matt Barrows, it was just reported to the athletic report or whatever they do over there. And it was just pointed out that he was going to be our new tight ends coach, because he was our quality control coach, and I think he played college in a smaller college. So I don't know. I think it was something called Seneca Valley or some small college that he played at. But I think it was a while back. But yeah, the point is we just got this guy as our staff, so it should be interesting to see what happens. So we'll wait and see what happens. But as far as the updates, we can figure out what we can do. But I mean, it's an intriguing move. Let's just wait and see what happens from here on out. But I don't know if there's any hope of us getting Vic Fangio. I think Vic Fangio is going to take a year off now. I think there was interest of him maybe coming here, but I think he's going to take a year off because there's teams offering him a defensive coordinator job, and I think he's just not interested at the moment. So that rumors that we had like a few days ago, that's definitely not going to happen at this point. I think he just had a conversation with John Lynch for a little bit, and I think he had some thoughts, and I think he's just going to take some time off. So I think you're not going to see Vic Fangio be on anybody's coaching staff this season. So that's not going to happen. Maybe I'll be surprised, but maybe he might come as a consultant, but it's going to be some pressure for him. So I don't think he wants to do that. So we'll see what happens. So any update news on the 49ers? There hasn't really been as much to report as of lately. So we just gotta wait until the offseason kicks in. But as far as anybody else, there's always been these talks about Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value. Like his trade value. His trade value to me can really determine us, It depends. Like, what team is willing to give us a draft capital for Jimmy Garoppolo? Which team is going to give us a higher bid draft pick? I'd be happy with a second-round pick at this point. But I would be super excited if we did get a first-round pick from a team like Washington, but I don't see it happening. So I think there's just teams that might have a second guess and might say, well, yeah, he does have a winning record. Yes, he can do great, but when they look at his resume, yeah, he has a winning record, but has he ever stayed healthy? That's the only questionable mark that people will look at Jimmy Garoppolo into the offseason is, can this guy stay healthy? Well, in the last season playing with us, he had to play through injuries. Before that, he would stay injured and not even bother to come back during the season. This is probably the first time we've ever seen Jimmy Garoppolo play through injuries and actually wanted to play for something than ever. Like when he got his contract, you can tell he didn't seem to want to play his best out there. But ever since we drafted Trey Lentz, I think that's what really motivated Jimmy Garoppolo to stay on the field, because of course you're going to lose your job if you can't get on the field. So that's the one question mark that most of us like to know about. It's like, can we really count on this guy? So that's definitely going to be a discussion on the update. But as far as the promotion of Brian Fleury, he is definitely going to be the guy that people are familiar with. I think, yeah, most definitely. That depends on what happens during the offseason. So we just got to wait and see what happens from here. But speaking of other guys, I know some of you guys haven't really keep up with a lot lately. So I was on the NFC West Network episode, and it was definitely badass. I mean, you should check out the network if you get a chance to. The NFC West Network is the channel I've been on quite lately, and I've been having my direction there. So you guys should definitely check it out if you guys get the chance to. I'm on the show. I'm the guy that's on the network. I definitely appreciate you guys to check it out. NFC West Network, check it out. I'm on there. It's a good channel for all of us for that division. So I definitely suggest you guys check it out, because you know what? The NFC West Network, it's pretty much just all four of us with four different fan base. We have myself as the San Francisco 49ers, and then we got Sheriff Joe Beggs, which is Rams Showcase for the LA Rams, and we got the AZ Sports fan, which he's an Arizona Cardinals fan, and we got my boy Steezy A. Smith, who is just a Seattle Seahawks fan. And we just debate these NFC West topics. And if you guys want to see more of the NFC West content, you guys need to go subscribe. The NFC West Network, we're on the verge to get 100 subscribers in less than a week. So it's pretty impressive. But if you want to see more of this NFC West content, you need to go check out the channel. It's called the NFC West Network. Just subscribe to the channel, check out the videos, and just say CG just send you over there. Because the fact that this is a good content, if you like to see a lot of debates about this division, then this is the channel for you guys. So I'm going to give it a promotion because that's my plan. We plan on getting this channel to hit up 1K and get it monetized pretty soon. But we want to keep on pushing this content and make it a most watchable division. Appreciate it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to see an Arizona Cardinal fan debate. You're going to see a Rams fan debate. And you're going to see myself debate with this Seattle fan. So it's going to be like kind of like watching ESPN a little bit. We have our little debates. We have a little bit of everything. So that's what we plan on doing. And that's the direction. We are going to do some offseason debates. And we are going to do some draft talks during the offseason too. So that's something that you guys want to tune in for. And we're going to probably do some draft reaction too. So that's going to be the one thing we're looking forward to. But as far as this plan, this is what our plans are. When we started last year, I think we just started the roundtable as a once a week type of thing. And then it became such a thing that we started pushing for more during the season. And I think that was the plan. We wanted to make a network for all of us to build this content and get everybody to check out this channel. But we've uploaded like 3 videos from the NFC West Network, 3 videos. The one that I showed you the peak of the trailer, that's the one I uploaded, but then they uploaded that one. And then there was 2 of them, 2 more extra. You had the one with the Rams showcase on it with the AZ Sports Fan. They were talking about the Super Bowl and something like that. And then the last one, which was an hour ago, we were doing something called Quarterback Trouble in Paradise or something. Definitely go check it out. It was a good conversation with the AZ Sports Fan and Steezy A. Smith and myself debating about our quarterback situations. And it got pretty interesting. But if you guys want to check it out, it's on that channel, but it's close to 100 subscribers, but it's definitely in the right direction, and we're definitely pushing for better quality, so you guys could definitely check it out. That's another channel to check out, and that's where I'm at. So yeah, man, appreciate it. And as far as all this talk about the season recap, I know a lot of you guys are probably want to hear my thoughts of it. I feel like we outperform our expectation a little bit. The fact that we finished third in our division and we had no business going to the NFC Championship it's not too bad to complain about. But the one thing that was very disappointing about was the fact that we didn't finish that game. If we would have finished the game, then it would have been a different story. But the fact that the Rams got a chance to win the Super Bowl pretty much just showed that Shanahan isn't doing his job right. You got the players, you got everything you need. You just have to do some better play calling. You got to be very aggressive. You got to stop being a chicken and have some balls, because you're letting games slip away. When you have a 10-point lead, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to run the clock. And that's been your only issue, is running that clock out. Because if you have a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, all you have to do is run the clock. That's it. It's not that hard, but the thing about these teams is, why are you guys passing? If you have a lead, run the ball. Like, if you were to watch that Super Bowl, what did the Bengals do wrong? What did the Bengals do so wrong? What did the Bengals do so wrong? They didn't even run the ball as much in the fourth quarter. That's what hurt them. If they would have ran the ball more, they would have ran the clock more. Oh, thank goodness Laken Tomlinson is resigning. Well, if Laken Tomlinson is resigning, then that's pretty cool, man. Hopefully we get him, yeah. The defense, obviously, yep, pretty much. That's all it is. That's all it is the defense. But for the Bengals, man, dude, you can't blame it on the Bengals defense for what they did, bro. They did the best they could. It's just the offense, dude. I'm telling you, the more you have your offense 3 and out and not be able to put points, I hate to say it, man. You can have the world's greatest defense all you want, but if you keep getting your defense on the field more, you're not going to win any games like that. You're just going to wear out your defense. Yeah, and the refs, it could be any factor with the refs too, but at some point your defense will get tired. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, if you've been around a team that has really good defense, they can do so much. But if a defense can hold on for that time being, then sure, it's impressive. But when you have opportunities to close out games, it's all about the offense stepping into the plate and winning these games when it matters. The defense, yeah, you can put the blame on the refs and all that stuff, but it doesn't really determine the outcome. It determines on how you stop them. I know a lot of people want to complain about the officiating and all the other stuff where they call consecutive penalties and they kept giving the Rams a free giveaway. They kept giving them another chance to go for it. And what happened? They capitalized. I know a lot of people want to complain about that shit. They want to say, well, the Rams were given the damn Super Bowl for once. Well, how can they be given shit if the Bengals got away with that shit too? The OPI. It came back to bite them in the ass. But who am I to judge? I mean, do I got to live with this? That the Rams won the damn Super Bowl and they got to brag about it just like the Seattle Seahawks? It's something that most of us Niner fans have to live with for the last decade. You had Seattle Seahawks beat us in the NFC Championship game in Seattle, and they had that freaking memorable play called a tip. And that still haunts me to this day. And then you had to live with the Rams. Jaquiski Tartt, all he had to do was intercept the damn ball, and this game would have been different. Oh, boy, what could have been? But it never happened. And then the Rams, they go into the Super Bowl in their home field. They get a chance to brag about it. They get a chance to grow some fan base. They get a chance to rebuild something. Rebuild a fan base that they left behind. That's like leaving your own child for the last 20 years, and then you come back and expect him to forgive you for all the years you've been gone. It takes time. That's what the Rams kind of remind me of, is that abandoned father who went towards some other city for a long time, and you haven't heard from this guy for many years, and as soon as he comes back, he's going to repair stuff and thinks everything's going to be better. But then it takes some time to heal. Well, winning a championship, it cures everything. Winning cures everything. That's what everybody looks at. That's how they look at it. Yep. And that's what they're planning on doing, man. And the fact that the NFL is just looking for ratings and popularity, they really are trying so hard to put the Rams into the Lakers conversation of the NFL. They want them to be so popular because it's a Hollywood team. Everybody likes Hollywood. Everybody likes movies and all that stuff. So, of course, they're going to try to push those Rams out there. They're going to try to build them and say, you know what? I like the ratings. You got this Rams team coming to LA. They are a team who can just host a Super Bowl at home. But what's the next question? Are we going to have another home team go to a Super Bowl? Are the Arizona Cardinals going to be given a chance to host a Super Bowl because you had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the other year? Now the Rams were hosting the Super Bowl. Now the question mark is, are the Arizona Cardinals going to host a Super Bowl at home? Because it seems like it's trending that direction. Or am I tripping? Or can the Rams go back to the NFC Championship game? And maybe we get a rematch of the Niners and Rams. I don't know. It's the way they're treating it like the Dodgers, too. You can make an argument that the Rams are being exactly how they were building the Dodgers and Lakers and the Kings. They won championship in the city of LA. And that's what makes kind of weird sense about it. Yep. And it's pretty much just all you got to do, man. It is so ridiculous that you have to live with these Rams, bro. No, I'm not dropping links, man. I'm just doing a quick update. Nah, man. Nah, I do that on a later, dude. I do Hangouts later. I'll drop you a link another time. Well, my frustration about the Rams, bro, is they're crowning these guys because they need revenue. They need ratings. They need that they need to have somebody. They really just trying to be more like the Lakers, bro. It's ridiculous. But then you got Seattle. Seattle had a championship 8 years ago, and everybody wanted to crown these mighty Seahawks. Now that maybe there's a time that Seattle's time is over, you want to be the team to beat. But at the end of the day, you look at it, yeah. All right, man, I don't want nobody on my Hangout until tonight, man. I'm doing some quick debates about it. Yeah, playing at Stanford against the Dolphins counts as a home game. Well, in some perspective, they wouldn't because they say it's not. Well, it should be, but You know how it is, bro. Palo Alto in San Francisco, it's completely different, but it's in the Bay Area. So you can make an argument about it. All right, man. Get going, man. I'm not trying to talk with anybody else right now. But yeah, man, that's the problem. So the problem with the NFL is, man, are we really in this direction of having home teams host Super Bowls? Because you had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you had the Rams. Now the question mark is, are we going to see the Arizona Cardinals be the team that hosts the Super Bowl, or are we going to look at a repeat of the Rams and Niners face each other for the right for the Super Bowl? Or we're just going to see something different? Because the NFC West, it's one of the best division in football, and it's not even a question. The AFC North, you can say it's another good division. And it's definitely up there. All right, Shardo. I told you we are. No, I didn't say today. No, we're not doing roundtables today, dude. Not until tomorrow or another day. I messaged you about that, man. I told you not today or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Saturday. I have to figure out my plans. All right, have a good one. Yeah, I hope not, but we'll see, man. The way the NFL is trending, it kind of seems like it. I mean, because doesn't it kind of like make you think, well, the Bucs got to host a Super Bowl at home, the Rams did. Can the Arizona Cardinals be that team? Because the Super Bowl is in Glendale, so it could be the question mark. The media is all over Kyler Murray. I think the media is just trying to hype these Cardinals. Maybe that's what they're leaning towards is the Cardinals team. Maybe they're giving them a chance to probably get something. I don't know. That's just my question. It's just something we can all agree on. You never know. So that's probably the weird part is it's kind of been trending for two home teams, but maybe we'll see something different next year. But in the offseason, we're going to have to look towards free agency, and we're going to have to hope for the best. So the question is, who are we going to bring back? I mean, do you think we have a better chance of bringing guys like Jaquiski Tart on a reasonable contract, or do you think that we bring in somebody like or do you think we bring in somebody like Arden Key? Does Arden Key's value kind of hurt us? Does he price himself out? Even though he had 6.5 sacks, I think a lot of teams will look into him and say, you know what? He's not too bad. Let's pay him the deal. I think his price range will probably be like maybe between $6 to $8 million a year, and it's probably not too bad of a deal. Maybe more. Depends on what team values him. But, dude, you can't have enough pass rushers in this league, bro. You got to have enough to get to the quarterback and consistently get to him like that. You know, that's just how it works in this league. This league's all about getting to the quarterback, getting pressure. But then you look at the secondary. Who are we going to get in the draft? The question is, do we need cornerbacks or do we need a safety? A lot of this question about our fan base, they've been thinking, well, maybe we don't need much of a cornerback. Maybe we need a safety because Jaquiski Tart is going to be a free agency. And the uncertainty situation is can Tolano Hufanga hold himself into this position? Because the coverage has been his problem, but I think he'll get better. Yep, that's what it seems like to me. Right there. If the Cardinals make the Super Bowl, then that's 3 home teams in a row, and the NFL will be accused of fixing games. That's the conspiracy we can agree on. You just had 2 straight home teams. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't bode well. Well, you trade Brady to Tampa, and they host a home Super Bowl. That's suspect. That's a fix. Let's see. The Rams made a lot of all-star moves and got themselves a quarterback. And then the question was, well, they got there. Nobody can complain about that part. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers one is the one question mark I can question about. I don't know. The Rams kind of seem like they got their way in by beating us anyway. So I'm not going to accuse them for that. I think it had to do with the fact that they just got the talent and they just cleared more cap space. But I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably the most suspect team I've seen so far when it came to that move. And I'm not hating on the Bucs. I think you guys just pretty much got your way with Tom Brady, and I think Tom Brady wanted to prove the doubters that he was better without Belichick, and that's what made the most sense, was to get him to the Super Bowl, to win with this franchise, and pretty much put him above Bill Belichick. I think that's the only reason why they made that team win the Super Bowl. But then you look at the Rams. The question about the Rams were their major offseason moves. And through the season, making trades and proving that you can win Super Bowl with all the talent in the world. And it's true. You could win the Super Bowl with the most amount of talent. You just have to make sure to have enough cap space. As long as you have enough cap space to keep these guys, then there's no ifs and buts about it. If you have a way to manage your cap space and do that and be able to win a Super Bowl, you got to go all in. Look at the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl by going all in. And it's been like at least 5 or 6 years since the last time they won the Super Bowl. And they haven't been the same since. But the thing that most people don't understand is, dude, I'd rather go all in and suffer sucking for the next 10 years. At least we get that one Super Bowl. At least you get that one Super Bowl to live with. You can live with it. And then you can have 10 more years of rebuilding and pretty much just say, well, at least we had that Super Bowl 5 years ago. I ain't worried about it. Because you know what? That's all that matters. It really matters about how you look at it that way. I'd rather just go all in. I'd rather at least win that one Super Bowl and suck the next 7 years, because at least you can live with that. Hey, what's up, Travis Burge? What's up, buddy? The Burge is in the house, man. My favorite guy. Yeah, but if that's the case, that's the case, man. At least you can live with that. Bronco fans, bro, I don't got nothing against the Broncos, bro. At least they can brag about it. Hey, we won a Super Bowl 5 or 6 years ago. Oh, we're good with that. Yeah, sweet shades thing. Thanks, bro. The shades, man. The shades. Yep, the shades. Like T.I. Shades. What's up with it, man? Like Travis Burge Jr., bro, you're in the clutch. But hey, we got you guys coming up pretty soon. So I'm gonna have to invite you to my show when we play your Raiders, bro. I'm gonna have to put you on the show again. So I definitely will email you and DM you the link so you can jump on in for the show next time, because when we play you guys, I'm going to have to get you up as my guest, and then maybe a couple of other Raider fans I can get on my show too. Yeah, the shades, they're dope. Yeah, what did the Broncos get? They got a Super Bowl. They got a Super Bowl with a Peyton Manning. They got a Super Bowl with all that talent. They won it. That's all that matters. Yeah, Raiders for bragging rights, right? Yep. Where did you get the shades from? You can go online for them or go on to one of those other stores. There's a couple of stores where I go to is some kind of shirts like you can order online and look for some shades and then look for some rapper shades and it pops in. It's for the bragging rights, man. That's right. But what the Broncos got out of that is winning that Super Bowl in Santa Clara. That's what they got. And you can say what you want about the Broncos, but at least they can live with that. I mean, they won a Super Bowl despite Peyton Manning. They won a Super Bowl with all the talent they brought in. I mean, you can make an argument that their defense was good. You can say Peyton Manning was at the end of his career, but dude, they did whatever it took to win. And I know a lot of people will look into it and say, well, the Broncos haven't been the same since. And that's true. They haven't been the same since. But you do realize that it's just the Super Bowl, the one Super Bowl win. And it took the Bucs 18 years later to win a damn Super Bowl. So at least they had something to live with. And I'm okay with that. Thoughts on bringing Arden Key back? Yeah, the thoughts of bringing him back is a good option. Yeah. Pre-nomination is an L in my opinion. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Thoughts on bringing back Arden Key? That would be the best way to go because you need your pass rushers. You need your depth. You need the guy to rush that quarterback. And plus, you bring him back with the same players, it's going to make the team better. The chemistry's there. The fact that he wants to be here is great. That's all we look at. And Broncos won a Super Bowl with the defense almost like the Rams. Yeah, you can make an argument that defense was really good. Cooper Kupp, man. Let's talk about Cooper Kupp. The guy is uncovered. He can make the plays. So the Bengals did a good game plan, but they left them open eventually. All it took was the fourth quarter, and whoa, he makes the catches. He gets 2 touchdown catches. He gets almost 100 yards. This guy was pretty much, I can't deny it. He is the MVP because, dude, you got 2 touchdowns, almost 100 yards, bro. That's definitely deserving of MVP, let alone he should be the NFL MVP, bro. Like, you let the leading catches and yards and touchdown, dude. I don't know if the NFL voted him as the MVP, but dude, he should have been easily the MVP without a doubt. And it's coming from a Niners fan. This guy almost had 2,000 yards Receiving. I would have said maybe him and Debo could have been the argument because this receiver this year, dude, you could have gone with Cooper Kupp, Debo, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. You can go on with all these receivers. The receivers were a breakout this year. Yeah. Thoughts on Jimmy getting traded to Tampa Bay? Well, whatever Tampa's going to offer us, we better see what they got to offer. I don't know. We'll see. I think if Tampa gives us a second-round pick, I'll go with it. Would you love Jimmy? I don't give a shit where he plays at. As long as he gets the fuck out of San Francisco, I don't really care for him. Are you 100% done with Jimmy? Yes, I am. I'm done with this guy. The fact that we can only go as far as Jimmy is pathetic. We should go better at quarterback position. That's how I look at it. Number one, I still always love Jimmy. Nope. Hope Jimmy stays in San Francisco. I don't know about him staying with us, dude. He's going to have to take a major pay cut, and he's going to have to, at least realize that his time's over with us. So I don't think there's no point of keeping him. And then you got to clear up some cap space. He's holding us back with $27 million in cap space. So there's no reason to keep him. And the fact that we're going to be short on cap space is not a good thing. So I think trading him would be the best choice. And you give the keys to Trey Lentz, and you hope that this kid can elevate this offense and put it at a high level. The one thing you can like about Trey Lentz is the fact that he can move out of the pocket and extend plays and throw the ball. That's something that Jimmy can never do. What's your current confidence level in Trey Lentz? I feel like the kid's got a bright future. He's just going to get some experience. He's going to get better. It's just a matter of when he's going to do it. You got to give him some more starting experience. 2.5 game samples is like you're convinced in some way. The first game you kind of had a thought like maybe he's not ready. But then the second game he started, you're thinking, oh, okay, he's ready. He looks good. Those are the two sides of the sample size you're looking at. But that's 2.5 games. The Seattle game, Seattle didn't have no clue what was going to happen. So that was pretty much the way you looked at it. The Cardinals game is they were just not expecting him to run like that. And then the Texans game, this was a game that he should easily win without a doubt. And he proved that he is exactly what we need. So, yeah, you can go with that. Jimmy is a great quarterback. Yep, without a doubt. We will need a quality backup for Trey Lentz without a doubt. Hello, CG Ruthless Sports, and I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. Yes, Corey Davis, I am going to have a wonderful day, buddy. How's your day, Corey Davis? I know it's been a minute since I've seen you. But, yeah, dude, hope your day is good too, buddy. But, it's always great to have all the followers and everybody else checking in, bro. So I feel very confident about Trey Lentz. As far as your question, Travis, dude, I feel like he's going to give this offense a better chance, bro. The deep passes, the run ability, bro, the running game's going to be better. And the fact that he's going to have time to throw and move away from pressure, that's what I like about Trey Lentz is he can move away from pressure. Unlike Jimmy, bro, Jimmy he gets sacked like nothing. How would you rate Robbie Gold on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, in the beginning of the season, I could have said maybe a 5, but no. Then I look at late in the season, I got to give this guy at least a 8. 8 out of 10. Because he wasn't perfect, but he was good enough. Especially in the playoffs, this guy's clutch. So that's the question. I will give him an 8. Robbie Gold was very clutch. He pretty much put this game out there. He won us those games. The Packers game we won because of him kicking in that that condition. And even throughout the playoff games, that Dallas game, he kicked the field goals too. And then throughout the game against the Rams, he kicked some games too. But the thing about Robbie Gould is he kind of just came back as that consistent guy. Early in the season, you could have made an argument and said this guy was costing us games, but he did pretty good. So I give him an 8 just for right now. I wouldn't give him no 10 because nobody's perfect. So at least an 8 would be good enough. Like that's like an 80% of what we like out of Robbie Gould. Yeah. So Corey, how's your Wednesday going, buddy? And yeah, Bay Area native, we definitely need to get a backup quarterback. The question is which backup quarterback would you want, Nate? Tell me in the comments of what backup quarterback you want for Trey Lentz. Like you can make an argument that maybe a Marcus Mariota or maybe a guy like a Tyrod Taylor or I'm thinking of another guy, but there's plenty of options out there. How would you rate punter Mishnowski on a scale 1 to 10? Well, I would at least give him a 5, bro. He's a little inconsistent. So if you want me to give you my scale on Wishnowski, I give him a 5 because he's been a little inconsistent, but there's been a couple of booming kicks that's been solid, but most of the time it's kind of been like, I'll give it a 5. He's all right. He's not great, but he's okay. What are we going to do with D Ford? My Wednesday is good. I don't know. That's the question. If we cut him, I think we're going to lose some cap space. But if we wait till June 1st, that's when we can cut him. After June 1st on destination, whatever it is on the roster cut, it saves us some cap space. So you're going to expect some new contracts coming from Debo and from maybe Nick Bosa. So in June 1st, that's part where you're going to see these contracts come into place either by July. So don't worry about Debo and Bosa. They're going to get their contracts during the offseason. So you got to wait till June 1st to those roster. Yeah. What is Nick Wishnowski's longest punt that he's ever made in the game? I personally don't even keep up with kickers like that, dude. I don't know. I think his best kick was either 70 yards at one time, but I can't remember if he kicked longer than that because I remember he did have a good hang time, but that was during I think he had a solid kick at one point, but that was just one of his best ones. But I don't ever keep track of punters, bro. I don't know. I don't really keep track of punters. Thoughts on Tom Brady coming to the 49ers? It's never going to happen. So I don't want to hear about Tom Brady in the same sentence ever again. The rumors of him needs to go away. It's bullshit. I don't want to hear about this crybaby fraud. I don't want to hear this crybaby fraud come into our team. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear his name, and it's just not going to happen. He's going to retire. He ain't coming back. The fact that he's already done with football is the best thing that the NFL's ever had, is to have that fraud to retire. So I don't even give a damn about Tom Brady. His legacy goes on because of the decades he played in this league. He played in this league to win 7 rings, and he doesn't need to prove nothing. You've been doing it for so many damn years. Why do you need to come back? So you can make another legacy? So you can be better than all the other quarterbacks? So you want to come to San Francisco because we've been passing on you, not just once, but twice. But you're bitter by that. But you're determined to come to us. If that's true. But I doubt it's true because, dude, he's already done. The fact that his wife even says that it's concerning about his health, that she's too worried about this guy getting hurt. So why does he need to prove anything? You won 7 Super Bowls. Put it to rest. People are saying that Tom Brady will come out of retirement and play for. I hope it's false because I don't want to see another Tom Brady bullshit. I don't. I think the guy's already proven time and time again that he is the best of his era. So I don't want to see this bullshit guy. I don't want to see Grandpa Brady come into retirement and play this lead until he's freaking 75 years old, bro. I don't want to see this. What defensive back from the college you like to get? Defensive back. That's a really good question, Corey. Check out Kobe Bryant from the University of Cincinnati. I want that kid. I mean, I think that's a good chance of us drafting him. I think we have a better chance at getting him than the other draft prospects. I do like the kid from Cincinnati, Kobe Bryant. It's spelled with a C, not with a K, but this kid's pretty good. I'll tell you what, this kid's going to be a hell of a player. So that's the one guy I like. And then there's another guy I like, too, from another college. I'm trying to think of another one. There's quite a few good ones. I think Darian Kendrick or something from Georgia. He's a good corner also. There's quite a few guys from, I think there's that one guy, Mario Goodrich from Clemson is another good one I like. And then there's that one guy from a small college called Tyreek Woolen. He's another good prospect I like from the University of Texas, San Antonio, I think. He's an intriguing prospect. I like him. There's quite a few good ones. Yeah, what are your top 5 sports movies of all time? Top 5 movie sports of all time. Good question. Okay, number 5, The Longest Yard. I think with Adam Sandler was probably the best one I like. I know there's the original, but I never had a chance to watch it like everybody else, so I definitely would put number 5 on the one with Adam Sandler. Let's see. I like Friday. What is it? The Friday Night Lights or something. That one's a good one. And then Varsity Blue is number 3, and The Water Boy and The Replacement. Or wait. Oh, Any Given Sunday is another good one too. I like. So that's a good one. But I have a lot of good ones I like. There's a lot of good ones. You got the one called Long Shot. That's a good one too with the chick playing football. It's the most inspiring, based by a true story. It's definitely something to check out. Let's see. What is your Mount Rushmore of current San Francisco 49ers? I got to answer that question. All right, so George Kittle. No. Trent Williams is number 5. George Kittle, Fred Warner. Let's see. Bosa and Debo. That's my current top 5. So there you go. That would be my top 5 list. You put 2 defensive players. You put Fred Warner in the top 5 for sure. Nick Bosa's up there, no doubt. Trent Williams, if he's not in the top 5, then you are kidding yourself because this guy's one of the best linemen in the game. So, yeah, who are your top 5 Lakers of all time? Well, if I had to go to top 5 Lakers of all time, you had guys like Magic Johnson. But Magic Johnson would probably be in the top 3, so I would definitely go with Shaq, Kareem Jabbar. I don't know much about him, but I heard a lot of good things about this guy, so he would be up there. Let's see. I guess Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kobe Bryant. Those would be my top 5 Lakers. I guess you could make an argument about what's his name of that West guy, but I don't know. But he would be up there too. So that's another one. But those are just a list of people I can think of out of my head. I would definitely put Kobe at number 1. I know a lot of people would say Magic Johnson or Kareem Jabbar is better and all the other guys. But I don't think there's no other better player than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was the face of this Lakers franchise. He was just like our Michael Jordan of this generation. So he's far better than what LeBron can ever be. LeBron is exactly what people are trying to compare him to as another Michael Jordan. But he's barely in the same conversation as Kobe Bryant. So, yeah. Yeah, Jerry West. There you go. That's the other guy I was talking about is Jerry West. He would be in the mention also, but I'm not a big fan of his. But I know he was on the logo. So, yeah, that's another guy to consider. But I heard that he doesn't want to be on that logo no more. He wants Kobe to be on the logo now. So it could be an honor to respect the lead and all that stuff. In their prime. Okay, in their prime. Thank you for the super chat, Corey. In their prime, what DB would you take, Deion Sanders or Richard Sherman? Deion Sanders, because in that era, dude, he shut down pretty much everybody. Like, he's not a system cornerback like Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is a perfect example of playing in the zone coverage, because he has everybody helping him. But you didn't need to get some help with Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders would pretty much lock down the best receivers in the game. And it just proved that when we won our last Super Bowl, Deion Sanders was our ticket price to the fifth Lombardi. This guy shut up everybody, dude. He shut down the likes of Michael Irvin and a lot of other receivers, dude. I mean, Deion Sanders to me was the best talent of this generation, dude. He played baseball. He was pretty much the best talented DB you can ever debate about, bro. There's just nobody as good as this guy, if not better, dude. Primetime Deion Sanders. That's without a doubt the easiest answer. And I appreciate the $5. Who do you think will win between the Lakers and the Jazz, and what will the score be? I haven't been watching basketball lately, so I don't know. Well, to be honest, I'm hoping the Lakers win, but nah. Realistically, I think the Jazz are going to kick our ass. So I don't know. I'm guessing 98 to 113. So I don't know. The freaking Jazz will probably whip our ass. I don't know. But I definitely will take Deion Sanders, because you can use him as a kick returner. He can be your wide receiver too if you needed him to be, just like he did for the Cowboys. He can shut down the best receivers out there, and he can get under the people's head a little bit mentally. He's very feisty. Sherman, when you play a certain system, that's a guy you could definitely count on. But as far as him, bro, he's not the fastest, but he's the most intelligent player out there. So you can't deny that. But Deion Sanders is a generational talent that you can never find. And I don't think there ever will be another Deion Sanders, so that would be hard to go on. But appreciate the super chat. $5 super chat. Corey, you're awesome. That would be, who's a better tight end in the NFL, Kittle or Kelsey? Man, dude. I don't want to sound biased, but I feel like George Kittle is better for several reasons. Because Kittle can block, and Kittle can yards after the catch is his forte. Travis Kelce, you can say he's a good route runner for that position. He's hard to cover, so he's definitely the best route runner out there. But Kittle, dude, he's a blocker and a good yards after the catch. So I got to say Kittle for just a little bit ahead of Kelce. Thoughts on Patrick Mahomes? He's a really gifted quarterback. Just the arm talent, the way he plays the game, it's exciting to watch. And even though a lot of us don't want to admit that, but dude, watching Patrick Mahomes is something to watch, dude. You watch this kid, he's a gunslinger. It's kind of like watching Brett Favre again, but without the mistakes. Because Mahomes, bro, this guy throws the ball, and you're just like, wow, how does he do that? I think he's exceptionally good, dude. And I know a lot of our fan base don't like him because of the fact he beat us in the Super Bowl. But I got to admit, he is exceptionally fun to watch. I like him, so he's cool. I got nothing against him. Let's see. I really do think that Josh Allen's a really good quarterback to watch, too. I like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's my guy because I met him before. I met him a couple occasions in the junior college. And I'll tell you what, this kid is very humble and very determined to do something. So he's got a special talent. But the fact that if you were to get to watch that classic game between the Chiefs and Buffalo Bills, you have to admit this was the most entertaining playoff game by far. Patrick Mahomes wins the game in 13 seconds with a field goal to go into overtime. That's impressive. How do you feel about the Raiders? How do you feel about the Raiders' new head coach? Well, I think it's an intriguing hiring, to be realistic. I mean, Josh McDaniels when has he ever considered to take a job? I mean, he was stuck with New England for decades. There was times where he was about to be the Colts head coach and he backed out. There was a chance that the Cleveland Browns were going to consider hiring him, but he backed out. The Niners even considered offering him a job, but he turned it down. So it's intriguing that he decided to take a job with the Raiders. I mean, what's the most intriguing part about Las Vegas? That team went to the playoffs. They got some talent. What's there to hate about? Josh McDaniels is taking a job because this team is a playoff-ready team. So Josh McDaniels ain't that stupid. He wants to get the players he wants, bro, to build this team around. Derek Carr is definitely your quarterback you can build around. I think he's an interesting hiring if I'm being realistic, but I just don't really care for the Raiders like everybody else, but I feel like he does give the Raiders a change of culture. You get some of the Patriot ways. You get some of the guys to build around. I feel like Josh McDaniels is a good play caller, but as far as a head coach, people look back in his tenure with the Broncos, it was an immature experience. He was taking full control of the front office on decision-making and all the stuff, and that's what hurt his career. But this time, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different for this team. I think he's going to have a better chance to succeed with this team because Las Vegas, look at it this way. This had the most intriguing hiring job. I mean, out of all the jobs out there, Jacksonville, who wants to work there? They suck. Houston, who wants to go there? They suck. Chicago, nobody gives a shit about Chicago. Let's see. You had other jobs like the Denver Broncos. Oh, dude, that team they just need a quarterback. That's it. The Raiders, man, they just made the playoffs. They were in the playoffs, so why not? That's intriguing. Then you got other teams like the Dolphins. Oh, man, they just had a foundation. They just fired that coach. So that's the interesting part about this job is I thought Las Vegas had the most intriguing destination for other teams because this team is built to go to the playoffs. So, yeah, that's my question right there, and that will be your answer, and thank you for the super chat. I really liked that video when Charles Haley surprised Hall of Famer Brian at his house and then pushed him into the pool. Thoughts on it? I thought it was pretty funny. The fact that Charles Haley congratulate him and then just say welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame by pushing up to the pool, I thought it was one of the funniest things. But I think Brian looks into it and says, I'm going to get you back for that. And it's kind of funny how he said it. But yeah, Josh McDaniels, bro, I think he'll do pretty good for the Raiders. I'm hoping I'm wrong because I don't like them for whatever reason. I just don't. But I think they do have a bright future with him as the head coach because he's going to bring better talent. He's probably not going to make the same mistakes he did in Denver. So maybe that's why some people may question this hiring. And to be honest, it's intriguing that he decided to take the job. So yeah, that's where I can say. As far as all that, man, appreciate you guys. Appreciate Corey with the super chat. He's been a big part of this contribution. He's always been a huge part of the CG Ruthless unit. So it's always been great to have people like Corey Davis, Travis Burge, and Chardall coming into the stream. And you get a lot of these new guys like Mad Dog. He comes around. You get a lot of these other guys like a John Jay. And definitely a guy like my boy Barry and Ada that comes around. And my boy Adam Carrillo who comes around. And then you get some of these other fan base. Like you get Mo Dog. You get freaking Saints Nosedar. A bunch of other cats out there. But I'm just grateful to have everybody on the channel, bro. But I'm going to do a stream tonight. So that's all I got to say. But as always, man, you guys are very awesome and very thankful. I like to answer your questions. I definitely do like to make worth your time. But appreciate the super chat, Corey. You've always been great. So everybody else, man, go check out Corey's channel. When you guys get the chance, go check out his Pick'em channel. Go check out his thoughts, man. I've been watching you. I've been watching you, Corey. Just been a little too busy at work, man. But, you're doing good things, buddy. Just keep on pushing. That's all it is. But I appreciate it, man. Yep. Yeah, but I'll catch y'all later. Peace.